Thank you for being here. This video will be about manipulation and magic, because I don't do magic. I don't do magic. You know, I am magical. I am a magical creature, but I don't do magic because I'm not a fucking fool, alright? I don't do magic. Only fools do magic on others. And magic is like a way to make money. Like, oh, buy this book with all my shit magic. Like, it's not magic, it's just manipulation and, like using knowledge like in a corrupted way, because knowledge is corruption and they're not telling you that. So that's why it's some bullshit. And now my mind is wandering off. Someone knows that I'm talking right now. They don't want me to share this information. So magic is manipulation. I don't do magic. I just, in order for me to preserve my magic presence, to be magical, it requires me to preserve my blessings properly. That requires me to preserve my blessings properly. And then I will be magical as I am. It's not something like people, they try to steal my energy, they try to take my energy. But they don't want to, if they just preserve their own energy properly, they would also have, gifts. But they chose to waste their gifts, and now they try to do magic and to abuse these patterns of behavior, But it's just bullshit. That only works on weak people, because they will be scared and they won't know what to do. Like they will give their energy to these motherfuckers. So magic, that's just bullshit, It's pure, utter bullshit. I don't need to do magic. I just am amazing. in my on my own, alone. I just am wonderful. I don't need to do spells and all this bullshit. All this fuck shit, People, they do spells on me all the time. But I'm not into that shit. Writing is good because, generally I don't want to use curse words. I wanna speak properly and formally. So to practice the mind, I will write down, and I will write positive things or constructive things, like writing a plan, because what is said, what is thought, what is felt, all these things, they will manifest. So if I speak with an evil intent, I will attract that into my life. I won't only attract evil by doing evil. When you are doing good, like this is just like constructive idea, good and evil, because none of them exist unless you are a fool. Like, but if I act holy, if I do things in a wholesome way, I will still attract evildoers, even though I'm not putting that out into the universe. So that's what I mean. You can't always follow these patterns because, you know, it's just thoughts and ideas, and they are corruptive in their quality. I don't feel like enough people are talking about it because, of course, for me it's self-explanatory, but you know, it's just important to know. Like me speaking to you through my phone, it goes through the how do you say, the internet, through your computer, your phone, and through the air and into your ears, and you know, so there's a lot of there's a lot of ways the message can become corrupted, you know, on its way there. So the subject is, I don't do magic, I am magical, you know. Only materialists, foolish people, thieves, they do magic. You know, people who wasted their gifts. They they ejaculated their brains out. You know, those people, they have wasted their gifts. You know, they blew their fucking brains out. And that's why they don't have these gifts anymore. They try to steal gifts from other people. Like every time I start seeking out information on YouTube or like outside of me, it's like I just get more stupid. I just become stupid. Like I am so much smarter when I just meditate, and I just, you know, because all this wisdom is already inside me. I don't need to get it outside of myself, you know. And most people who get that information from outside, they don't know where it's coming from, so they will just be like, they will just talk, but they don't know what they're talking about. It's just repeating a message that they heard somewhere, but they don't really understand it. And like, you can't, how is it? Like in the Bhagavad Gita, you know, even though I feel like everything is corruption and corrupted, but it's like a message has to come orally from the master. You can't just read about it and understand. You need to have a master who can speak. Like, if unless you are the master or you have a spiritual master, you know, I'm not talking about a physical being. I'm talking about you knowing your inner power and your inner wisdom. Unless you know that, unless you know thyself, you can receive spiritual wisdom from a master, not from a book, but orally. It has to be taught orally, because some of the information will be lost in the texts, right? I think I'm getting off topic, so I'm gonna get something to drink. I just worked out. I'm gonna make some food. you know. But my message here is, don't do fucking magic. Don't be a fool. Don't be an idiot. Meditate. Get your own wisdom. Like people who are trying to teach you magic, they're just trying to sell their fucking products. It's all about money. It has nothing to do with authenticity. Like if you were an authentic being, you will fucking turn off your phone, delete YouTube, you know, close that shit out, start meditating. Like don't stop looking at your phone, just stop being on the internet at all. Like that's one of the reasons why I don't like making videos, because it goes against, like I don't want to be on my phone. I feel like it's a waste of time. That's a way to gain wisdom and to know thyself, is to get rid of all these damn distractions, you know. It's like today in the modern time of now, I don't know how to say it. It's like everything is just distractions, just everywhere. Like I wanna go to the gym and music plays in the gym, music made by fools, and I have to listen to that shit like all day. So it's like, then I have to put, you know, I'd rather not put music in my ears, but it's like, then I have to listen to some other bullshit instead. So it forces me somehow to put my own music in my ears, even though I just rather not have anything in my ears. It's like, you know, people around me, and like the Vatican and all these motherfuckers, these pedophiles, and you know, all these people, they just do rituals constantly. But for me to preserve my mind in a proper way, I would have to at some point speak properly, and use the mind to what it's meant for, to keep my focus, not to mess with anyone, but to keep my focus, you know. That's what the mind is for. Thoughts. It's like to process things, to keep focus, to align myself. It's like, it's not the words in themselves that are aligning me. It's the intention behind the words. All right? Because in reality, words are just words. And that's what I was talking about before. If I'm just speaking without an intention, if I'm just speaking rituals without even knowing what the intention behind that ritual is, I'm just a fucking puppet, you know. And that's what I'm trying to teach you today, that magic is utterly bullshit. It's bullcrap. They're just trying to sell you shit, you know. And like people, they do magic at me all the time with a clear intention that they are trying to do magic on me, and they are using other people's magic on me. Like, it's so fucking weird. Like, it's the weirdest shit, and it weirds me out so much. Like, every time it just weirds me out. Like, it's the weirdest shit. It's like the whole world against me with all their fucking bullcrap. Like they ain't worth shit. You know, shit is worth something. They are not worth anything. Like they're just like useless. That's why they group together. They're like, oh, I feel so useless. Oh, okay, I also feel useless. Let's be useless together. Like that's how they think. And that's like then they get drunk and they start being like, oh, I am so useless. Yes, I'm also useless. Oh, it's okay, bro. Yeah, it's okay to be useless. No, it's the fuck not okay to be useless. It's not. If you're useless, if you are, I'm not saying you are, but if you are, you don't belong here. You should not be here if you're just wasting your time, because that's how the body works. If you're just wasting your time here, your body, it will start decomposing. This is a natural thing. It's not some magic shit, it's just natural. The body, if it's not being used properly, it will start decomposing. That's just how it is. I have experience with this. I know what I'm talking about. I'm not just pulling like a rabbit out of a fucking hat here. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. If you're useless, it's not okay. It's not okay to be useless. It's not okay to waste your time. Like even though the angels might tell you that you have a free choice, you can do whatever you want to do. Because you have a free choice. And they will say it's fine. We'll just find somebody else for the job. But that's not the angels. That is these Vatican motherfuckers. But in my mind, it's not okay to just to waste your time, because for me personally, it's not okay to waste my time here, because I have spent millions and billions of lifetimes trying to learn the things I know now. So me wasting my time now, that will be like so stupid. I would feel so stupid, you know. And I just feel deep inside myself that that's not okay. I don't want to do that. And if I did it, like I would just feel deeply inside myself that I don't want to do this. That would be the feeling, even though I would live in denial and say, oh, I'm fine by this, but I wouldn't be fine. So, I can't be the only one who feels like that. So, don't waste our time, please. Don't waste your own time, because if you're wasting your time, you're wasting other people's time. And time is just an illusion, but you know what I mean. Don't waste. Don't be a wasteful being. Like a lot of people in this world, all they're doing is wasting their time talking trash about me. A lot of people do that. And the reason why they do that is because they're wasting their own life. And the only thing they can do is to waste other people's life and try to mess with them. Then they don't even have to try. They are messing with themselves, and that's why they will automatically be messing with the surroundings. You know. So like people doing rituals, that's some stupid shit, because the rituals in themselves, like the words in itself, is not doing anything. It's the intention. It's about the intention. like, because energy works without me having to talk about it. But it's like, if there's a misunderstanding, then it would have to be asserted and expressed, that misunderstanding, you know? So if I had a misunderstanding, it would have to be explained to me, not in words necessarily, but for someone who's really, really, like, in a very, very low state, like caught in the webs of some evil shit, and they don't really have this inner wisdom, then you would have to explain it in words because they don't understand it any other way. If you know what, if you catch my drift, I'd rather not speak, but I want to. I want to help people, and that's why I am wasting my time trying to explain stuff that I don't want to stand here and explain shit, but I want to help people. So I sacrifice, you know, my own wisdom, my own perfect state, stance, to fall into ignorance while trying to explain something that cannot be explained. All right. So, you know, I don't really want to share any holy knowledge with anyone anymore, because I know if you're meant to know, you will already know, right? If you are meant to know, then you should already know. I shouldn't stand here and try to explain that shit to you. Like, that's how my guidance system is. Like, if I don't already know, that's just too bad. But that's really not how to explain it. It's like, people, they steal everything. They just try to take everything away from me and then make money on it. And then act like I'm fucking mentally ill, you know. But I was right the whole time. They will take my shit and then they will, like, add a little twist to it so it doesn't seem like my shit. But it is my shit. And I may be unconscious about it, but they will fucking pay for stealing, you know. So, like, I know movies are being made about me, and, like, I don't even watch movies. It's like they're just stealing everything. They try to take everything away from me because they want to make money. It's all about money, you know. And that's why I don't want to share anything anymore. Because if you are meant to know, you will already know. Like, the angels, your guidance system cannot tell you anything that you don't already know. All right. So this is the message. You know. Thank you for being here. May you preserve your blessings. May you be blessed for eternity. Thank you. Peace out.